a retro spaceship's interior panel. That's what I saw when I felt the energy behind your cards. Now, this is a message for everybody, all signs. Now, what is a panel full of buttons, like those old style buttons, they were like lit? That's what I saw here. And what does that have to do with the King of Swords? This has to do with logistics. This has to do with, you press a button, something lights up, and that's what the theme is for the week for everybody. It's gonna be logistics. And that's also what the King of Swords has a lot to do with. So, let's see what the next couple cards are, see if we can find out more information on what these logistics are that people are gonna have to be dealing with. I did see one more thing which goes along with the logistics, which was a scroll. So we went future and then we went past, right? We saw the futuristic panel and then we saw an old school scroll which has information on it, which is, again, it's like managing information in logistics. But anyway, let's see what else we have. All right, we've got, 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords. Did not expect that. The 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords is having to deal with a lot of cleanup. 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords, because 10 of Swords is something that was destroyed and left a wreck behind, potentially, to clean up with the 10 of Wands. So your situation is complicated and has a lot of logistics because there's a lot of cleanup to do. Now, this might not be you in specific. This could be your wife, your friend, people around you who have to deal with this, but you're gonna feel or witness some of it happening because this is a general reading. Okay, let's see what else there is. 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. You might not be expecting it, or it may be that it wasn't necessarily like something you were planning to deal with. It wasn't necessarily something that you thought you would be the one to have to deal with. 6 of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups, and yet it kind of landed on your lap. It's like the hot potato. So a lot of people are getting handed a hot potato this week, or the next couple of weeks. This is a reading for the next week or two. Last card. King of Pentacles. There's the person. Look at that. He literally has a hot potato in his lap. That's the hot potato. He's holding it. And he got stuck with it. The King of Pentacles. Somebody did. The person who just got stuck with the bag, who's like in charge, or they were just like the last one left standing when this thing blew up and landed in their lap. All right, let's pull some oracle cards. By the way, on the bottom is the 5 of Wands. That's difficulty and stress. So there could be a little of that too. But let's pull oracle cards, see if we can find out more information about this, and then we're gonna pull advice at the end. So, what else can we find out about what's going on with the collective all signs? What else about the buttons and the scroll? The King of Swords. What else? Tell me more. Tell me. Okay, got a few cards. I'm gonna go with these ones. Maybe we'll look at those if it comes up. I think it's actually these. All right, we have the left turn arrow, and then we have the mask here. Again, it's unexpected. Left turn, right? Oops, left turn. And then the mask is like something that just is like literally right in front of you, right? It's in your face, the mask. And so it's kind of like you walked into the office one day and there's a giant pile of garbage that you have to clean up, or the roof fell in and it's just a caved in roof, and it's just right there. And there's nothing you can do except deal with it. It's right in front of you. Let's see what else there is here. We actually are gonna look at these cards. In fact, let me move these over because we already talked about them. All right, 6 cards to follow that up. The Torch, Sagittarius, and the number 7, Capricorn 4, and Mercury. So this is you dealing with these. This is how the logistics play out, because you have planning to do. There's planning that has to happen. Sagittarius, there is this, like, when you find out all the shit that happened, that's the finding out, the Torch. Then there's planning for it, and then executing the plan, the number 7. Okay, that's those top 3 cards. It's really just getting kind of into the explaining of the logistics and the wider logistics. So I'll move these aside. And then Capricorn, the number 4, and Mercury is, again, it's going to be the follow through. That's the follow through, because it's not just one thing you have to do as part of these logistics. It's ongoing logistics, right? It's like you have to do this over the course of maybe the next couple weeks, month, whatever. It's logistics that happen over time. That's Capricorn, the number 4, and that you have to keep doing. That's Mercury. So again, it's going to be a lot of twists and turns, like navigating through this, it's not even like twists and turns, it's more like one twist and then a lot of turns, right? Only one twist, because there's only one like, oh shit, I gotta deal with this. And then there's just a lot of turns to get to the end of dealing with that. Let's pull some advice. Any advice here for the collective regarding all this stuff? Well, how could they best prepare for it? How can they best deal with it? Or anything else? Any other advice? Any advice here for the collective? There we go. Eight of Wands is kind of get her done. Get her done sooner better than, don't procrastinate. Basically, don't procrastinate on this, because I kind of feel like it gets more complicated. Yeah, look, the devil. It only gets more complicated if the longer you wait or the longer you don't nail down these logistics, you don't press the buttons in the right order, then you got a problem, right? And so Six of Cups, you're better off. It's gonna be a lot easier, a lot of smoother ride if you just do it right now rather than procrastinate. That's the advice. Let's see what else. The Fool and the Chariot. Okay, like, this is kind of like, let yourself get into it. Let yourself, once you get into whatever this task is, and yeah, it's complicated, yeah, it might be like a lot of work and a lot of, like I said, logistics, that's really the key word here. It's like, once you get into it, time flies by. The Fool and the Chariot is literally, you forget what you're doing, and it's like, you look at the clock and it's like, oh shit, it's 5 o'clock, and I've been working all day. Because, I mean, that's what's gonna happen when you get into it. And that's the advice. Okay, let's pull Oracle, and then we will close out this reading. Any last advice here for the collective, all signs? Any last advice? Oop. Mouth. I'm not sure if that wanted to reverse itself or not. We'll see. I don't think so. Okay. I think the mouth did want to reverse itself. Yeah, this is supposed to be reversed. I should always, you know, when it comes out reversed, I should take it, because the rest of the message is really talking about the fact that it's saying don't take advice from other people on this. In fact, other people are going to make it harder. Other people's opinions are going to make this more complicated, and it kind of almost throw you off your groove. So don't even talk to people about it. The sword with the wall here is like, you can kind of handle this conceptualization yourself. The mental part of it, you're better off doing alone. You're better off doing it without other people's opinions, because, like I said, I feel like there's so much complexity here that other people make it like too many cooks in the kitchen. Other people complicate it, make it harder. That's because that's coal, right? Coal is heavy. Coal is like something you don't want to get, right? Because it's like, it's the present you didn't want to get from Santa. And so, yeah, it just overcomplicates. Getting other people's opinions on this overcomplicates the process, really. So, really, what the advice here is just get into it yourself, by yourself. You're gonna lose track of time, and you're gonna really accomplish it on your own. All right, collective. That is your reading. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to share, like, follow if you're on TikTok, whatever platform you're on, because it's on a few different platforms. And if you want to check out Patreon, I have some more readings there. With that, I'll see you guys next time.